Hi Sagittarius, welcome. This is Beauty Soul Tarot. My name is Christy. This reading is for the sign of Sagittarius. Any placement that you have in Sagittarius, this could apply to, and the energy can reverse. So even if I'm talking about you, it could be about someone else that you're around or something. Okay. Sagittarius, what is going on with Sagittarius? Mid-January 2026. Two of materials and the Six of materials. So you are balancing. It looks like you are looking from a distance and you are like trying to make something equal, fair, or balanced. Okay, Two of Pentacles over here. Six of Pentacles. There's something beautifully, like something is beautifully resonating or coinciding or bouncing off of something else. It's quite lovely, whatever this is. Sagittarius. However, it might not be part of like a time frame. Let's see. You're going back to revisit this. Sagittarius. Four of materials, okay, but this is held back. So you're withholding something. There's a lot of material aspect going on. There's more material than anything here. So, or it is all that there is, right? So I heard I'm flaunting, I'm showing my stuff. You're kept to yourself. And you may be exchanging something financially, or you may be kind of being private about what it is that you're exchanging with your money. Like you might be private with what you're sharing. The Devil. Okay. Now this looks more like something where, yes, you still are showing, you're still like showing your flaunting is what I would say. There's something that you're proud of, that you're secretly like, yes, that's great. You're like, yes, that's good. I got this. There is something that could be overindulgent with something that's being withheld. So it's kind of, I'm not getting any emotions, but I still feel like it's an emotional thing for some reason. There's an exchange of some kind. You're held back is what it looks like. Seems like there's a challenge to do with money. Five of Voices. Yeah, there's some kind of challenge to do with what is being managed. I'm hearing taking a piece of the pie. Okay, so someone's like concerned that another is being manipulative in some way. With what they're withholding or with what how they're managing. Like there's one who's withholding, and then there's one who's like doing something with very little. And then so okay, because there's someone withholding and then there's someone with very little, working with very little of something. There is that's where this agreement, that's where like these flowers land, if that makes sense, like where each of them go. And it goes into a direction where it's like very controlling or very practical, like, yeah, very practically argumentative. Um, it doesn't have to be argumentative, but like, as it is said, like a tit for tat, back and forth. So there's like a challenge, like not a challenge. It's like between two. It's like there's like a competitiveness to, one person might say, "Oh, that person's holding back too much." Another, or that person's holding back a lot. Or another might say, "That person isn't working with very much." If this is people, but this does seem more like an energy. So it's more like between two things and working with two things. There's a challenge of the mind, and then where this comes in, the devil, is when things are indulgent in some way or very like held down. Let's see. Very real. Sagittarius. Yeah, like a lot of different moving parts. The star and the... yeah, this feels like an underground kind of a burden. Just like the way that she's holding this star in her hand is behind her hand. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's behind her hand, and instead of, it's like poking through, it's kind of like that. So the star in reverse, I feel like there's more to be uncovered for sure. There's something hiding like on a, like this flower at the center. It's like it's a hidden object, or it's hidden. And what's working around it is this withholding and managing that's pulling some kind of like back and forth mindset. Like it's challenging a mindset of some kind, or challenging more, like challenging another mindset. I'm not sure what this is. Sagittarius, the Three of Voices. So there's some pain here. I feel like you are balanced though. You are balanced. You're fine. I just looked at the eyes and it's like, you're fine. Even though like they're serious, which means you're secure. It's like you're trying to pull something out. There's another star at the very top of the card. It's like it's a lot like Scorpios, like where something's upside down and it needs to be found, like it needs to turn around and go the other way and then redirect, or something along those lines. Like turn around, it's like a circle, is what I was saying in the Scorpio reading. This is painful in some way, but yet you're finding some kind of power or strength in it. The devil is not necessarily like it's not good, but it's also there's other meanings to it, to the card. And this has to do with practicality, stability, restriction, responsibility. And so there's something about the responsibilities that are kind of maybe falling, like one thing's falling like heavy on one side and then the other's less. So it could be where your responsibilities are not completely balanced. Two of Voices, like once you leave work, you're not as balanced as you would be otherwise. Temperance in reverse. So a little bit chaotic energy. Timing. Timing is a little bit mixed up. Page of Swords and the Three of Materials in reverse. The Wheel. Okay, well this is going to get better. Just positive. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. So this is some kind of turn of events here in a upward motion. Three of Pentacles in reverse. This has to do with a group that you're around. This has to do with things that are in progress, like work. If you're in a work in progress, you may just be tired. However, there's something about this card that tells me that there's something fruitful, there's something life-giving that isn't seen right now, but it's positive. It's about managing, let's see, Sagittarius. The Tower in reverse. Temperance and the Fool in reverse. Nothing is yet set in stone. The Tower. It's still unfinished. There's still more progress. Like, the progress is in like a retrograde is what it would be called. That's what it would be. It would be like similar to a retrograde. So what is the outcome for Sagittarius? Eight of Emotions in reverse. That's the same. It's saying that there's still more to be revisited. It's like an underground stress that you have to deal with, but then you make it through. Yeah. 10 of Inspiration in reverse. I heard you might be requiring more of something, but there's something tangible that is a first. There's something tangible, something valuable that calls your attention first before another thing. Like before you get to one thing, there's something else. Like it comes first, if that makes sense. And it's the light that you follow. So it feels like there's a path that's kind of like off, like lit in a different way. Like the lighting isn't how it would be expected. It's like there's a true light that would... I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk like how I'm talking right now. I feel like I'm talking kind of like disrespectfully or something, even though I know I'm not. Okay. So anyway, yeah, enough. Like I look at her face, this girl, she's like, okay, so, yeah, it's the girl in the middle. I feel like she's just like, okay, we didn't need to know that. It's just a thought that came to my mind. Anyways, it's not the same. Yeah, it's like you're looking for a true light. The true light is there, but it's like, it's up here somewhere. So it's like a little bit of it's like a balancing act between how you feel and where you're going in a way. Or it's like a balancing act between how you feel and is it reality? No, reality is here. We have reality. Sagittarius. The Chariot. Okay, progress forward. Four of Inspiration. Yeah, the Awakening. Okay, so there is something really beautiful coming forward. Yeah. There's a point in time where the Chariot, the Awakening, and the Four of Inspiration, almost like a synchronistic coming together, begins to enlighten your path, or begins to awaken your path, because we also have another card of enlightening, which is the Hanged Muse. So you're awakening, and it's like you're going through the motions, really. You're going through these steps of reorganization before you can fully grasp the fruit of your labor, which is everything you want to see within the light, which is beautifully coming, is what it looks like. So with that being said, Sagittarius, thank you so much for stopping in. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope to see you again soon. All right, bye.